Gentlemen, by popular demand, the video that a ton of you have been asking for is finally here. Today we're talking all about proper fit, what that means, and what that actually looks like on the average frame. But first, I'm on day 4 of being super sick, so if my voice sounds like crap, that's why. I waited to film for as long as I could, but I need to get back to work. So before I get too far though, I hear from a lot of you guys that have bigger frames and you want to know how to get the right fit for your body type because buying off the rack can be a bit of a challenge. Now I also hear from a lot of you guys with thinner frames asking how to find your fit. Today you're in luck because today's video is sponsored by Peter Manning NYC, but more on them a little bit later. Now today the focus is on average to below average body sizes, but expect a video on larger body sizes in the coming weeks. So if you're not yet subscribed, please consider doing that because it's absolutely free and you can be a part of this amazing community of legends. All right, now let's start out with pants and trousers and then work our way up. Now first, don't worry about trendy fits, especially if you're over the age of 40. This means don't worry about those boxier baggy fits that are happening right now, and don't worry about anything skinny fit. Because, at least in my opinion, the best fit for a man over 40 are basically pants that actually fit your body. Here's what I mean. The length should be right about on the top of your shoes without puddling or bunching up on top of your feet. But if you have a lot of extra material that stacks up on top of your shoes, your pants are just too long and it kind of looks like you're wearing somebody else's clothes. Now, this might be a trendy look for teenagers and younger guys, but I think once you hit a certain age, 40s and beyond, I would encourage you to go a different direction and find clothing that actually fits you. Same thing goes with your waist and your rise. Now, some guys have hip bones that require a shorter rise and some guys require a longer rise. Find the rise that works for your body and stick with it. For me personally, I need a shorter rise because that's where my natural waist is. If I wear high-rise pants, it just doesn't look right because the pants just end up slipping down onto my natural waist, and then I've got this weird MC Hammer look going on with my crotch. And this is why I love everything about Peter Manning, because here's the thing. Guys who are 5'9" and under always seem to struggle finding well-fitting clothes right off the rack. And it's not just a matter of smaller sizes and shorter inseams. It's all about the right proportions because that's what's critical. There are over 40 million men in the US alone that are average height or below, and this is where Peter Manning maintains their focus. Peter Manning is the premier fit-based fashion company serving the not-so-tall men across the country and all around the world. I talk about fit like all the time, and I also talk about having your clothing tailored. Peter Manning understands that fit is extremely important, so their clothing works right off the rack without needing to go to a tailor. Now for me personally, I'm 5'9" and I weigh about 172 pounds. The shirts, jackets, pullovers, and pants, everything I got from them fits me absolutely perfectly with no need to tailor or alter anything. They've got winter coats designed with all the right proportions. They offer shorter inseams and better fitting shirts, sweaters, and jackets with all the right proportions for the average to below average height guy. And like I said, I'm 5'9", 172, so I'm kind of on the upper end of their sizing chart, but everything I got from them fits me absolutely perfectly. So if you're tired of not being able to find the right fit, go check out Peter Manning. There's going to be a link down below in the description with a discount code that's going to get you 20% off your entire order. But here's the thing, you've got to go through that link and have that discount code automatically applied. And also, don't wait on this one either because this offer expires in just 30 days. So please, take advantage of this special offer right now. The link that you need is right down below. Okay, another detail is getting the waist size right so that when you wear a belt, it doesn't visibly cinch in your pants. Because if you can see a bunch of wrinkles in your waist when you tighten up your belt, your pants are just a little bit too big. Also, try to look for something with a slim fit, slim straight, or athletic slim, depending on your body type, and then you can just go from there. And for the record, my friends, slim does not mean skin tight. That's what skinny fit means. Now, moving on to your shirts. Proper fit starts at the shoulders. And again, for average or below average size guys, you're looking for a shoulder seam that starts right on top of your shoulder, right about here. Now, you want to make sure that the body of the shirt isn't too wide, but also not too tight, because you don't want a bunch of billowing or that crazy muffin top look when you tuck in your shirt. But on the flip side, you don't want to have a shirt so form-fitting that when you sit down, it just pulls apart at the buttons. Now, another area to look for, especially if it's a dress shirt that you might want to wear a tie with, is making sure that when you button it all the way to the top, that it fits snug around your neck. Now, it shouldn't choke you, but it shouldn't be so loose that you can pull it away from your neck and see a big gap. Now, this shirt that I'm wearing from Peter Manning, as you can see, it fits me very well. And even for me at 5'9", that overall length is perfect. The last item with your shirts is the overall sleeve length. Your sleeves should land right about here on your wrist bone when your arms are relaxed down towards your sides. A lot of shirts are made with different neck and sleeve lengths, like 16 by 33 to 35. This means that your neck diameter would be 16 and your sleeve length would be roughly 33 to 35 inches. But if you've got shorter arms, you might need the shirt that's a 32 to 33 length. So just make sure you get the right shirt for your body. And that's what proportion is all about. Okay, now let's talk for a second about pullovers. And again, it's all about proportion and making sure it's not too baggy or too tight. And also, at least for me, I don't like the overall length super long. Now, I don't want it too short, but I don't want it hanging down past my butt either. Once again, this one is from Peter Manning, and even for my frame, it fits me perfectly. All right, now let's move on to jackets. So I like to think of this in a few different ways. If I'm wearing a heavy jacket for warmth in the cold weather, chances are that I'm also going to be wearing a few layers underneath. And if that's the case, I need to make sure that the jacket is sized right and has room for all those additional layers. Otherwise, that jacket is gonna be way too tight. But when I grab maybe a lightweight jacket, I'm probably not wearing a bunch of layers. And maybe I just bring the jacket with me and keep it in the car if I'm out all day because I might need it later that evening. And if that's the case, I don't need a big, bulky, oversized jacket. I might want something a little bit more fitted, like a Harrington jacket or a bomber jacket. And on a side note, I've got a video coming very soon where I show examples of how you can use color and color tone to help hide and highlight your best and your worst features. So please make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss that one. And because I just mentioned layers a minute ago, if you missed this video where I show a bunch of different layering tricks, definitely go check it out next. And as always, my friends, thank you so much for watching. Live well, and I'll see you in the next one.